Welcome to Mindset Moment number 15, titled Living in the Moment. My name is Eric Neely, and I'm glad you're here. The American military trains their soldiers to be intensely aware of the potential for danger while in battle zones. The individual soldier must always be alert and ready to act. They cannot be distracted by cell phones, drama from yesterday, or worried about dinner. By being ultra aware, soldiers are prepared every moment to take on a threat. They are focused on everything in every moment. They are living in the moment. This is a mindset that is drilled into soldiers to keep them safe and efficient. It's not hard to imagine what would happen to a group of soldiers in the battlefield if they were staring at their phones instead of analyzing their surroundings. They would most certainly be taken by surprise. Now, I know not everyone is a soldier, and we don't live in battle zones where we are fighting for our lives. We do, however, have responsibilities, and we live in a competitive environment that is full of continuous distractions. Training yourself to live in the moment and avoid distractions will make for a more productive and fulfilled life. It will gain you the edge in business and deeper relationships in life. So the other day I was driving home from work, completely lost in thought. I pulled up to a busy intersection with large semis parked on both shoulders and 60-mile-an-hour cross traffic flying by when I was surprised by something in the sky. I saw three gigantic, very colorful hot air balloons. They weren't off in the distance either. They were close enough I could see the faces of the people in the baskets below. I was surprised because I've never seen hot air balloons at such a close range before. Usually they are way up in the sky and slowly fading further away. I pulled away from the intersection and continued home, but as I drove away, I was struck by the realization that I should have noticed those balloons a lot sooner than I did. As a matter of fact, the landscape is so flat right there, I could probably have seen them from at least 1, maybe 2 miles away. I realized that I had been so lost in thought that I hadn't noticed something out of the ordinary, and it was right in front of me. This really troubled me, and it made me wonder if I had ever acted like this toward another human. Of course, I knew the answer to that. But the balloons were so blatantly obvious, it really made me worry about my past behavior towards others. I decided right then and there it was time for me to focus on being more present in every moment. So I thought long and hard about that for the rest of the drive home while ignoring everything around me. Ah, the irony. Going back to using the military as an example, though, soldiers are highly trained to be fully aware and avoid distractions. This makes perfect sense. It's obviously going to keep them as safe as possible. However, when engagement from the enemy occurs, chaos can rapidly overwhelm even the best trained soldier. This is where backup comes into action. While one group battles on the ground, the other can assess the situation from a different position and strategize a better attack plan. Meanwhile, command back at base can take a satellite view and communicate other possible options. Each group has a different vantage point and will have different ideas. The ground troops could be given intel from a source that isn't anywhere near the fight that could end up saving their lives. It's because of this great communication that the American military is the best. But what does this have to do with living in the moment? Imagine yourself as a ground soldier. You're in the mix of all the drama and stress of daily life. You're trained to do a job, and you must take care of yourself and many times others. Sometimes the drama and stress can be overwhelming, though. It can beat a person down and even take over. It's times like these that having backup is paramount for survival. It's tough, though. It's really hard to recognize when stress takes over. Depression is no joke. It sneaks up and hits you like a brick wall. Then it hides and pretends like everything is okay. This is when the practice of being self-aware and fully present can really help. If you make it a regular practice to notice the world around you, it's easier to recognize when things are messed up, even if that thing is you. When depression hits, it's time that you should call in for backup and get the support you need to view the situation from higher ground. This could be as simple as a friend or spouse, but could most certainly be a counselor or pastor. You're human, therefore, stress is a factor. Use the resources you have to fight against it. It's also possible that your backup option is yourself. The more self-aware you are, the quicker you will recognize incoming waves of stress. This is where regular meditation and prayer pay off as extremely powerful tools. Stress and depression come and go in waves. and they affect everyone to one degree or another. Sometimes the wave is a relatively easy to manage battle, and sometimes it is necessary to call in the backup. The tough part is recognizing how hard the battle will be. When caught up in the emotion and drama of life, just like the soldier caught up in the heat of battle, it is difficult to see the options that lead to safety. Meditation and prayer help with bringing down stress and clearing the mind. When stress is low and you're thinking clear, you are better able to make good decisions that will lead you away from the battle. The soldier is trained to be calm and collected at all times so they can make good decisions in battle. You can also be well trained mentally, which will prepare you for upcoming battles of stress. There are many verses in the Bible that teach us to meditate on God's Word. These verses stand out to me today. Psalms 119, 97 through 99, quote, "Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day. Your commandments make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever mine. I have more insight than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation." Unquote. God is telling us in this passage to meditate on his word all the time. Focus on him and learn everything we can from his teaching, because his wisdom far surpasses the wisdom of man. In verse 98, it says, God's commandments make me wiser than my enemies. Stress and depression are the enemies of the mind, and they are powerful forces, but they are not powerful enough to defeat you if you're willing to fight back. Use the resources you have to live a good life. Meditation and prayer are often overlooked as powerful resources, probably because they're free and always accessible, but they give you the ability to be fully present in every moment, fully aware of oncoming stress, and better able to cope with the battle of stress and depression. Finally, don't do life alone. Having a strong support group that will rally around you during the dark times is necessary for everyone. Just like our troops who have backup on the ready when the battle becomes overwhelming, pick great friends and be present not only for yourself, but for them. My name is Eric Neely, and I want to thank you for being here. And remember, please keep investing wisely in the most important thing in life, yourself.